What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and your greatest life is a voice in your head that doesn't even belong to you? What if I told you that most of your dreams have already been buried, not by failure, but by fear? Fear of what someone else might think. And here's the brutal truth. No one is really watching you like you think they are. They're too busy battling their own doubts, their own fears. And while you're waiting for approval, your time is slipping away. You've been playing small, holding back. Not because you're incapable, but because you're scared of being judged, misunderstood, or labeled. People will judge me. That single thought has stolen more dreams than failure ever will. The fear of external opinion, it controls internal choices. It dictates what we pursue, how we express ourselves, and sometimes who we become. But here's the truth. They're not thinking about you as much as you think. They're busy judging themselves. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "You wouldn't worry so much about what others think of you if you realized how seldom they do." She said that because she lived it. She stood tall in rooms where she didn't belong, and her legacy wasn't built on approval. It was built on courage. Let's be honest, judgment feels real. That awkward silence after you speak your truth, the side eye when you try something bold, the criticism when you stand out. But what if I told you that growth requires being misunderstood? Steve Jobs said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." He said that because he knew the price of greatness is often misunderstanding. Apple wasn't born out of approval. It was born from vision, conviction, and yes, a little rebellion. You see, people who make history never fit in. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't right for television. "You get in life what you have the courage to ask for," she says. And that courage, it starts by stepping past the fear of what others might think. You're not here to live a filtered version of your life. You're not here to dim your light so others feel more comfortable. You were built to be bold, raw, real. And yes, people will talk. Let them. It's their job to talk. Your job is to move. Les Brown once said, "Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality." He said that because he was labeled educable, mentally retarded, as a child. And today, he's one of the greatest speakers of our time. He turned judgment into fuel. And listen, people will misunderstand you. Some will laugh. Some will doubt. That's the price of stepping up. But that's also the price of winning. The moment you start choosing purpose over popularity is the moment you start living. You can't control their thoughts. You can't silence every critic. But you can rise. You can walk into the fire of judgment and come out forged in strength. You can choose to be free. Brené Brown said, "You can choose courage, or you can choose comfort, but you cannot choose both." She says that because courage demands discomfort. It demands showing up without the guarantee of applause. People are not watching you the way you think. They are watching themselves, judging themselves, measuring themselves. Everyone's so focused on their own insecurities that they barely have time to pick apart yours. So stop waiting. Stop waiting to be liked, accepted, or validated. The only permission you need is your own. Start the business. Speak your truth. Post the video. Share the art. Wear what you want. Be who you are. Even if they don't get it. Especially if they don't get it. Because on the other side of fear is freedom. On the other side of judgment is growth. And on the other side of being misunderstood is greatness. Eric Thomas, one of the world's top motivational speakers, said, "Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do." He says that because being bold isn't easy. It's necessary. So the next time that voice whispers, "What will people think?" answer it with power. It doesn't matter. I choose growth over comfort. I choose freedom over fear. I choose me. Let them talk. Let them doubt. But don't you dare stop. Because you are not here to be liked. You are here to be legendary.